We are live. Wow, thank you so much for joining me. We're watching I'm not watching, sorry. You're watching me. I'm playing. I sort of What's it? Yeah, baby. Uh yeah, afternoon rambling. Woke up feeling a little sick today, so I didn't go to class. I'm feeling very resentful towards class, you know. I just like I know I'm better than this. I know I can actually contribute to society, and I know I can do things in exchange for money. But yeah, it's very hard to find a real job, and TAFE is very easy to enroll in. So I guess I just went with the easier path because, like, from my perspective, it's like, yeah, like I just sort of shut down when it comes to job search. Like I literally just go like I can't see a way forward. Whereas TAFE is like you enroll in a course, you get in, you're approved right away. You don't pay anything if you're like needed with my second thing. And then yeah, you do the course, and you don't get a job after, but you still did something. Boom, hope. What if I get a job in childcare? Like, I used to worry, like, you know, like about working with kids because of like how everyone's like, oh, you got to be careful. Kids are a nightmare to be around. It's like, are they? They seem just annoying or whatever, and probably dumb, but it wouldn't be that stressful, would it? A lot of people say it is stressful though, so I don't know. Maybe they're mentally weak, you know, because I am mentally strong, and actually, I'm not that strong. I'm strong in certain contexts, but you know, like when I do stand up, I'm just kind of waiting around. Like I get that that's kind of a strength in and of itself, but when you're doing childcare, I assume you're more active. You're kind of responding to their issues and inquiries and make sure they're safe, which is a different beast, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ. You fucking, come on, just fucking cocksucker. Okay. So anyway, fuck. You know, the other day I thought about going to Birdcage. It's just like a queer night. They call it a lesbian night, but the official title is queer and lesbian. And it doesn't say queer women and lesbians, but I guess the implication is it's for queer women, but it doesn't say it specifically. And it's not, usually it's a lot of women, but it's not only women. It's not like anyone can get in. Funny enough, one time I tried to go in, they're like, sorry, it's women only, but every other time I've tried to go in, they're like, yeah, just come in, welcome, whatever, they don't give a fuck. So I guess maybe that security guard at that night was like being strict, or she just didn't know the policy or whatever. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I tried to imagine myself there before I went, and like I visualized myself at the place, and I was like, oh, this sucks. I was just like trying to vividly imagine what it would be like to be surrounded by all these like neurodiverse 19, 20-year-old white women, and I'm like, yeah, actually that sounds bad. So I just didn't go because of the vivid imagination. You know, I bet right now there are comedians in Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth that are undiscovered and doing pretty well. That's what I bet. And I bet if I go there to all those places and get to know the scene, I'll make a lot more connections and improve my odds of building a platform with lots of people around it. Today I made an important phone call, which is I called the passport office to report that my passport was lost. Uh, I looked for it and I gave it as much effort as I could to find my old passport. I could, and after the phone call, like I was like, this is good because I needed to do this. Like I needed to report the lost passport to get a new passport. And it was a 30-minute phone call with a lot of waiting in between. But hey, I thought it was a small victory. It's a good little victory. But before I do this, before I officially get my passport, which I think I will soon, hopefully, before I do that, I want to make money and I want to maximize my time here in Australia because I think there is potential here. It's just that the potential needs to be unlocked after reviewing all my pain and suffering from the past. Because being in Australia for this long, it's like there were glimpses of moments where I was like, this is cool, but there's a lot of moments where I was like, I fucking hate this place. I want to leave. In my opinion, America is better than Australia. In my opinion. And I say this with very little reference of what America is like, because I was only there when I was a kid. But I bet it's better purely because, from my perspective, it's like all the perks that they say about Australia, whether it's better gun laws or fucking, better minimum wage or Medicare, like all those things don't really affect me because gun laws. Honestly, just don't be a fucking idiot. I genuinely feel like it's the gun safety issues are overrated in America. There's like bad neighborhoods, but generally I bet it's not that safe. As for Medicare, I'm sure there might be some issues in the future where I would need to maybe pay for a really expensive surgery, but I'm very healthy and I've really rarely relied on doctors, and I think doctors in Australia are pretty dog shit, especially with my mental health issues. They really don't help at all. In fact, in many ways, they made it worse. So, and the minimum wage, it's like, dude, I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm not trying to work at fucking Denny's. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an entertainer. Entertainment? I'm an entertainer. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I like to do other things that are adjacent to the entertainment industry, including, like, helping design posters, acting, improv, music stuff. So America is just perfect for me because they really do respect people with a lot of skills over there. Like, and I can monetize so many skills in a pretty short burst of time if I get the workers visa or entertainers visa. I bet it'd be sick, dude. And also, just being in America, being in the United States of America, it puts you in proximity to so many cool places. Like, obviously, you have Brazil, Argentina, Cuba, Mexico, Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, and then you got Canada, and Alaska, which is part of America, but it feels like a separate place. And Hawaii is, I guess it's not that far from Australia, but it's, when you're in America, you feel like you might as well go to Hawaii because it's, it's the same, whatever. It still genuinely feels so funny that there's a place called Hawaii, and it's like it's just owned by America. Like, they just went there and they took it, and that's literally the only region outside of Puerto Rico. And it's just, you know what I mean? Like, why do they own that place? Like, why do they own that place? It's so funny. It's so stupid. Like, they shouldn't own it. It should belong to the Hawaiians. Whoever they are. I know nothing about Hawaiians, man. All I know is that they had a rough time, and apparently their population was decimated, like, by 80%. At some point in history due to possibly infectious diseases. I know very little about native Hawaiians, but from what I read, they're not having a great time. But yeah, man, I have ideas. I have ambitious ideas, right? But ultimately, those ideas are they're like I'm willing to be negotiable with those ideas, if that makes sense. Like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, it'd be great if I could travel all across Australia. Like, more. I've been around Australia a bunch of times.
But it'd be good to go again and meet friends and build a network so that I can improve my ability to make money from comedy. Like I bet going to Melbourne during the festival, the Melbourne Comedy and Music Festival, would help. But also going outside of peak hours would just help you get to know the scene better, and also like do like the low stakes research into different venues, either that are participating or maybe could participate in the festival. You know what I mean? I also want to learn Mandarin. It's been a while since I used to try to do it on Duolingo, but there was literally like a 7 day stretch where every day I would log into Duolingo, and I'm not exaggerating, every fucking day for 7 days straight, it would just tell me to repeat the same fucking words for 7 days. So yeah, I know the word for coffee, it's cafe. I know the word for cha, it's the word for tea, it's cha. I know the word for soup, I think it's tongue, and like little, yeah, like stuff like that. Oh, sure, whatever the fuck. But it was like, after a while, I was like, this is fucking boring, and I just uninstalled Duolingo. I literally deleted my account, I think, because I got so fucking pissed off. Duolingo fucking stinks, man. It's so manipulative. Like, you gotta do your streak, man. And then they show you a crying fucking cartoon owl. It's like, don't forget about your streak. It's like, go fuck yourself. Why the fuck are you talking to me like I'm a cartoon character? It's such a fucking annoying guy. But anyway, maybe there's another way to learn Chinese, because I do want to learn Chinese, specifically Mandarin, because I'm trying to, you know, try to get on that Chinese lifestyle. You know what I mean? Trying to get in with the CCP. I got a Mao Zedong haircut right now. No joke. Shit, I love Mao Zedong. Where do I need to go? It's like I can see two fucking. No. It's yeah, man, it sucks sometimes to do comedy because I did comedy last night and I was bummed out for a while because I didn't do as well as I wanted to. But I was kind of sick and distracted, so I did what I could. I can tell how the audience is going to react with the first joke. And within the first joke, I was like, all right, they're going to maybe like me, but not that much. It wasn't a hot crowd, which is kind of annoying, but you never know, man. MC that night was Tavis, Tavis Harrod. I called him Charles Manson, and afterwards I was like, sorry, man. But he was like, yeah, it's okay. Dude, man. Me and Tavis, we're not fucking best friends or anything, but yeah, I see him around, and we've never had any issues, which is good. 'Cause I have anxiety, like around interpersonal relationships, and I try not to get in any trouble, get in any fights or whatever. Yeah. Fucking hell. It's sounds good, man. Yeah, it does, man. That's the thing about Borderlands, man. It's like it's fun, and then you're just in this fucking I don't know what I'm doing. You know, you're just in this fucking what the fuck am I supposed to do this shit? I don't fucking know. Don't fucking know. Oh shit. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh shit, I got murked. Oh, I posted a little cocksucky Facebook post today. Because Facebook is actually, in my opinion, now it's like a safe space to post content. Because it's literally just all my fucking stand-up friends. So it's like no, there's very low stakes. No one likes my shit because they're all jealous losers. But you know, what I mean, at least like if I post on Instagram or TikTok, it's gonna get more views, but it's gonna be a bunch of randoms from who knows where. It could be fucking Malaysia, China, America, Russia. It could be anywhere. So anyway, I posted a fucking post just sucking Jared's dick. Jared is the guy who booked me last night. And I made a video saying, "Oh, his role is so good. It is good. I'm just saying, I'm sucking. I'm sucking things, you know." Sucking that dog. Sucking that big old dog. You know, sometimes it's good to remember that there are people in the scene who aren't in the scene that I'm glad left. You know, I hate to say it because most people are nice, but there's a bunch of little cunts that I fucking dislike, and I'm glad. I'm not gonna name names because I'm tired of naming names. Even I know, like, no one's listening to this shit, but even still, for the sake of my own peace of mind, I just don't want to mention people by name. I will mention a first name. This guy whose first name is Jackson. The reason I mention his first name is because there's so many Jacksons, you don't know which one I'm talking about. But this guy was, it was like, it's weird because he was like overly friendly at times, but also very aggressive at other times. And you never know which one you're going to get. So that was kind of like unsettling fun to watch that happen. But anyway, he's gone. I haven't seen him do a stand-up set in like probably 4 or 5 years. I don't know the exact number, but I mean, I don't want to say too much about him because again, he is a friendly guy, but I guess he has this anger in him or whatever, and so he just lashes out. But yeah, man, fucking, I hate doing passport shit. Because for the next passport, I know I'm going to have to pay the amount, and also I'm going to have to do a separate form to declare that I lost my passport, and that's going to be funny, but, oh well. You know what, I might just plan a trip. Like, I might just try and plan like a celebratory, low-budget trip to celebrate that I have a passport again, you know? I'm thinking either New Zealand or like fucking Fiji. I know Christchurch is very cold, but I've never been to the South Island. I might just go to Christchurch in New Zealand. I don't know. We'll see. The Church of Christ. Bro, like literally, I've just been walking around trying to find this stupid. What the fuck? Where is this fucking thing, man? Oh. Today I almost ordered Uber Eats, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get out of the house. And I did. I got out of the house and I got on the bus, went to the shopping center, and what did I eat? I had like some shitty bread top. I didn't like it. I'm not a huge fan of bread top anymore. It just depends on the store, I guess. But anyway, the one I had was like the sausage bun was dry as fuck. And then I had some chicken ribs from this other place, and it was really nice. So I like it, man. It's like the only place in Auburn that I'm like, this is actually worth getting out of the house for. Everyone else is fucking mid as fuck. But that place, it was like these chicken ribs. It's like $150 for a rib. They're very nice, man. Like sweet-ish, but sweet sour, not sweet and sour, like sweet chili maybe. It's cool, man. I liked it. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, and I called the passport office and I told them. And I got a coffee early in the morning, which is my card got declined and they didn't like tell me, and I could have walked away without paying for my coffee. that I felt like I shouldn't pay because of morals or I don't know, like something. That doesn't matter. It's been a while since I've seen this guy named Ben. It's so funny. Like I kind of wish I kept a more clear record of all the old names because there's so many people like you think about it, you're like, man, it's been a while. Like in the comedy community, especially. Like I'm at a point now where I'm like, I'm friendly to people and shit, but I just know, man, it's such a fucking ethereal, fucking thing. I don't know how to describe it because I know I'm locked in. Like I've quit so many times and came back every time I've quit that I'm like, okay, I know I'm locked in, man. I've taken enough breaks where I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I've quit quitting. You know what I mean? And so I know I'm locked in. And because I know I'm locked in, I'm like, I don't. I guess I feel like I'm one of the only ones. Like there are certain comedians who are definitely locked in and they're going to commit for a while, but I don't see any of those because they're usually getting paid to do it or they're doing different spots. You know what I mean? And some of them I dislike them for various reasons. But anyway, fuck, I think I need to traverse. Like I saw the thing, but I think I need to traverse the environment. But I don't know. Yeah, man. I talked to my buddy yesterday. He's a comedian. He's not in the scene right now, but he wants to get back into it. You know, and his name is Jake. So me and Jake were talking, and Jake was kind of concerned. He was like, "Hey, some of the things I tell you, just don't repeat." So, of course, I will be respectful. I won't tell you guys that he has AIDS or anything like that. He doesn't have AIDS. That's an example. Anyway, we were talking, and I was like, "What was I even gonna say?" I completely lost track. I was gonna say something, but anyway, me and Jake, we both want to run rooms. You know, he used to run a room, and I used to help out in various capacities, and yeah. So that's it for now.